do you mean by that? Just dropping the name of a random fruit in my chat with no context is kind of, um, odd. That's all I'm gonna say. Hello, hello. Hope y'all are doing good today. So, I have a spooky game on the docket for today. It's a visual novel called Scarlet Hollow. It's been out in early access for quite a while, but the full launch, I believe, is coming up by the end of the year. Probably within the next 2 months, actually. If the devs updates on Steam are anything to be believed. So I figured, hey, why not? I did play a little bit of it a while ago, like the first 2 hours or so, but I don't really remember what happened in the beginning. In the beginning of the game. And so I just went in and deleted those saves, and I'm just gonna start fresh. New character, all that jazz. So let me just get out of YouTube here. Pull the game up. There's no voice acting in the game, so you may get to hear some voice acting from me today. Who knows? Depends on what I'm in the mood for. Whoops. Why is it showing me twice? 1 second. One moment. There we go. Of course, now I have to readjust the fucking size. Also, holy crap, that audio's loud. I will fix that. First, I have to adjust the size of the window. That should be good enough. Alright. Preferences. Oh, God. Turn that down. Turn that down. I don't remember there being any voices in the game, so I don't know why there's a voice volume option. But it is what it is. My name is... Oh, that's easy. Kyrapi. I live in the city of, I'm not gonna dox myself, so... Made up city name. Made up city name. I'm so creative. Batville. I am a she. Traits unlock additional paths and dialogue options. Powerful build, tough as nails, the pinnacle of fitness. Imposing presence that commands the room, a mean right hook. That ain't me. Mystical. Strange and unusual, you see the threads of reality in ways others cannot. Talk to animals. I think that's what I did before. You can talk to animals, animals can talk to you. A gift and a curse. Street smart. Good at lying and hard to lie to. Fast talker, you can read people and read the room. No door can hold you. Keen eye, observant with a knack for picking up small details. Oh, I should say, apparently in this game it is impossible to save everybody, and I could end up dying myself. So, if I play this wrong, it could be a very short playthrough for me or any of the characters. So, there are some real stakes in this one. Hot, extremely good looking. Hell yeah. A natural flirt. People just like you, probably because you're a good person. That also ain't me, unfortunately. At least not in real life. I ain't a flirt. I'm gonna go talk to animals. Oh, I can pick two. Okay. Let me see. Talk to animals and... You know what? Talk to animals and mystical. Let's go with that. That could be fun. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you'd only just managed to start drifting off, and now here you are, awake again and still exhausted. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, the bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides, 26 fucking hours on a bus, goddamn. With countless late-night stops and seedy depots that would have felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of Pearl Ann Scarlet, your cousin's mother and your aunt, seemed like something you couldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. But it was also more than just the social pressure of the invitation that pushed you to accept it. Something has been tugging you back to this place your entire life. There was no choice to be made because you were always going to find your way here. So when your cousin called, you knew what had to be done. And now the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, as I was saying... Brother, back the fuck up. What is this man staring at me for? Oh no, he's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. At first you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago. I was up in Maryland looking for work, but mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Cool story, bro. I don't care. Me and my buddies were doing our usual prank stuff, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Wait, what? Are you serious? What's wrong with you? Hell yeah, so chaos, my dude. Why are you talking to me or remain silent? Well, I know what I want to say, which is the, why are you talking to me, but I don't want to be too rude. So, I'm probably just gonna go with, are you serious? What's wrong with you? Yeah. I was such a shithead back then. I'm still a bit of a shithead, but hey. Po Buddy's nerfect. What? Po Buddy's nerfect. Yeah, no shit. So this girl comes up to us, swinging her purse, yelling about how she was gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad and just not just playing. But she kept swinging, and soon enough she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked, so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. Bro, you're kind of a creep. Just gonna say it. She kind of became my girlfriend after that, and we've been on and off for about a year. Is she blind? So it's pretty serious. So about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for real. And geez, you ever get so mad you just want to, like, kill somebody? Nope. Can't say I have, buddy. Yeah, I kind of feel like killing someone right now, actually. I so want to do that one. But I also don't want to be a total asshole. You know what? Why are you telling me this? You don't know me. Yeah, and you don't know me. That's the miracle of bus rides. We're never going to see each other again, so we don't need to hide who we are. This right here is a closer relationship than most people will ever have. Okay? So who am I kidding? Maybe we will see each other again. I fucking hope not. Anyways, you're young. You'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart one day. It changes a person. Makes them think things they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Ha! Brother, you're a little fucked up. Oh, whoops. What did I do? There we go. Anyway, she's giving birth to our son right now, so I'm trying to get up to Virginia to be there for it. Alright. I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff, so I might just wind up on a bus to New York or something instead. Wow! What a douchebag. Always wanted to go there. You're kind of a piece of shit, aren't you? Your girlfriend is giving birth right now, and you're thinking about ditching her to go have fun in New York? After she tried to break up with you and you threatened to kill her? You're a piece of shit, and I hope you rot. Harsh words, man. I'm a human being, just like you. We're the same. No, we are not. Look, fatherhood's just scary, that's all. Okay, then, wrap it up, buddy. Like, you know what a condom is, yeah? Like, Jesus Christ. You get what you fucking... Ugh. Plus, her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so I'd probably just make things super stressful. She'll understand. She's chill. Yeah, okay. Anyways, where'd you say you were headed? I didn't, and I'm not gonna. I could go cryptic. Home, I think. I've never been, but I've felt it like a call at the back of my mind for as long as I can remember. Some things can only be put off for so long. I could go cryptic, or, just not answer. I'm not gonna answer. You don't say a word. The last thing you need right now is for him to know where you're going to be staying for the next week. If you aren't getting off at my stop, then you must be headed to Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. Fuck. Didn't realize there are only 2 stops left on this fucking bus. That's the only other stop until this bus turns around. I ride it pretty often, so I'd know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way. Oh, actually... I had a couple of... excuse me, my goodness. I had a couple of buddies who went up there to work in the mine. There's a coal mine up in the Holler, you see. And there's always a job listing or 2 on the boards around here. I've never wanted to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs the way they are, thanks, but my buddies got desperate enough to try it. I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're on Facebook. That's how they're doing. See how they're doing up there. Wow, Facebook actually mentioned in a game. Hope they didn't die! Yeah. He looks back at his phone, for once focused on something other than you. Oh, this is me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me around to talk to. Yeah, please leave. Here, I have something for you. The stranger Why is it drippy? Why is it drippy? Do you hear that? It's dripping! The stranger rifles through his pack before presenting you with a dripping bag of peanuts. Ugh. They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me. Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore. Tip: sometimes picking a dialogue option establishes new facts about who you are. No thanks. I'm not really hungry. Still a good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal, assuming nothing goes wrong. Best to have them on hand. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. Ugh. And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend. Yeah, goodbye. That is so gross. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. Almost there. The bus finally comes to a stop, its brakes squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. The sign at least reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. The driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. That's kind of a red flag. Hey, Kyrapi. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. She sure fucking does. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Tip: dialogue options labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can impact relationships and unlock additional story paths, so choose carefully. Ooh, that's fun. Just gonna do that real quick. Okay, that second one's kind of fucking crazy. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? That's so fucked up. So, the funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. Let me see. Almost a whole week. I got here a little early. Since I'm here, do you need any help? Since I'm here, do you need any help planning? I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Alright then. How are you holding up? Fine. She's so talkative. I know how you're feeling. I lost my mom too. I know. Can't believe we've never actually met before this. You have your mom to thank for that. Or had, I guess. You can feel the same careless cruelty in Tabitha's words that your mother would use when she talked about Pearl Ann and the old Scarlets. The wound that tore your family apart runs deep enough that it bled through the generations. Didn't I turn a dialogue option? Scaling choice boxes. I turned that on. Why is it not doing it? Alright, well, whatever. You sound like my mother right now. She hated this side of the family so much. We don't have to become our parents. There are some things in life we get to choose. That's a good answer. Or, look, I don't know what my mom did to piss off this side of the family, and I know you're going through a lot right now, but that comment was unnecessary. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that first one. What the fuck is that look for? And she chose to leave. You decide to sit in silence with your cousin as the car eases up the steep mountain road. Ew, it's a dilapidated looking place. My mic is being weird. Okay. And here it is, the Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramp... Someone... I can't read today. Its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramped apartments in gray cities. There we go. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning beneath her words. The faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long time ago. Yeah, this place doesn't look haunted at all, huh? You're hit with a blast of dusty air as you step across the threshold and into the foyer. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. I wouldn't go wandering anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. Cool. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen. And hallways, I guess. But only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. I'll show you around so you know where it's safe to walk. You can leave your bags here for the time being. I can lie. It's beautiful and clean. Wow, that last one is rude. I thought y'all were loaded. Can't you afford to fix this dump? Is crazy. But simple. Cool, thanks. Let's just get the tour over with. Follow me. I get the feeling Tabitha is not one of those people who would appreciate getting her ass kissed, so I'm not gonna be like overly cheerful to her. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Kitchen. On Wednesdays, a woman from town comes in and does the cleaning. Her name is Janie. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixings for peanut butter and jelly. Fuck yeah. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Well, fuck you then. Oh, and you can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Tip: some explore options prevent you from taking others. Choose carefully. Lots of options on this one. Someone cleans this place. You said somebody actually cleans this place. Have you ever actually seen that happen, or does this person just say they did it and leave? That's crazy. This is so nice. It's nice. It's perfect. I'm not doing any of those. PB&J, how'd you know it was one of my favorites? Yeah, that's one of those ass-kissy answers that I'm not gonna do. Is there somewhere in town to buy food? What if I want ice cream? That's legit something I would say. She's probably just gonna say, well, buy your own then. Yeah, what if I want ice cream? Then you can buy yourself some at the general store, yep. If you touch my stash, I will know and there will be consequences. You know what? Fair. Sweet, thanks. Cool. Good talk. Okay, so I can pick a bunch. It's nice. It's a kitchen. PB&J, how'd you know it was one of my favorites? That is the creepiest fucking smile I've ever seen. That smile can't be real. I didn't, but good for you. She seems a little bitchy. Alright, what's next? Bathroom. Follow me. Great. It's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. Oh yeah, I can talk to animals. Approach the kitty. Don't try to pet Frou Frou. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. No me parle pas. Don't talk to me is what she said. I'll leave her alone. Clearly this is a cat that wishes to be left alone. You slowly back away. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. It looks disgusting from out here. Not much to show. It's a bathroom. I'll wait outside. Do what you must if you must. Gross. It is a wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room. Mystery stains paint the floor. I don't even want to touch it. Are you sure this toilet works? Yes. Why wouldn't it? The water bills get paid, therefore the toilet works. Now do your business so we can move on. But it's so crusty! It's fine. Don't be so dramatic. The worst bathroom I've ever seen. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. You can practically hear Tabitha roll her eyes at you from the other side of the bathroom wall. It'd be a lot nicer if Janie didn't have a policy about bathrooms. She cleans mine, but refuses to do more than that, so you can blame her for the state of the place. You could clean it. Janie isn't the only person capable of cleaning things. Tabitha scoffs from outside of the room. Hurry up and do your business so we can move on with our lives. Ugh. The bugs.
Scram, fellas, the jig is up!
Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. You know what? I'm good, actually. You aren't desperate enough for this. You know, on second thought, I don't think I need to go. Might as well try since we're here. Is there another bathroom? There's my bathroom and there's my departed mother's, but this one is the guest bathroom, so you should get used to using it. Nah, I'm good. You still have to go, but it can wait until later. Maybe you'll sneak out to the garden. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest room. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. An unmistakable stain coats this room. Someone has died here. No, people have died in here. The closet is full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up, but you can use the dresser. It should be empty. People have died here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Obviously people have died here. Who used to sleep here? Like I said, this house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. And now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. Seems a little dusty. Wow, sorry. I'm not giving you a 5. Sorry, I'm not giving you the 5-star hotel treatment you so desperately seem to need. You can dust it yourself if you care so much. Guess I'll start to get settled. Follow me. I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Tip: some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths. Some right away, others down the line. Hello, how are you? Also, what the? Didn't realize my chat box had notifications. How are you, Hitman? Don't expect to see much of me. This is a good point. You asked me to come here, but you're acting all pissed off that I actually came. What's going on with you? Yeah. Look, I'm sorry I've been testy since you've gotten here, but you aren't exactly one to talk. Clearly, you and I have very different opinions on hospitality. Maybe we can start fresh tonight. Just stay out of my hair until then, okay? I have work to do. What kind of work do you do? Where are you going? What am I supposed to do while you're gone? Or are you sure you can't take the day? Excuse me, can't take the day off. What kind of work do you do? I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom, it requires a lot of time and concentration, so I'd appreciate it if you didn't keep me for long. Hashtag girl boss. Oh no. I mean, I would go with that last one. Running a coal mine is going to be one of the most ethically and physically vile jobs on the planet, because that's true. But again, I don't want to make her hate me more than she already does, so... I didn't know we owned a coal mine. We don't own the coal mine. I own the coal mine. Your side of the family forfeited any claim to it years ago. Hydrate? Actually, good shout, because I'm doing a lot of reading in this playthrough, so I am probably gonna need a drink. So, yeah, I will actually be right back. I will go get a drink. Okay, I'm back. Back with some gamer subs. Yum. All right. Let me see. Don't you ever think about things you could be doing with your life that might give you a better sense of purpose than running a coal mine? I don't want to seem like I'm judging her. That's kind of sad. Yeah. Some of us don't get to let whether or not something is sad influence us. Some of us had to stick around to keep the family business from crumbling, to keep this town from crumbling. Some of us had to temper our expectations for how our lives were going to go. There's a simple satisfaction to getting a task done, and that's all I need. Do whatever it is you want to do while I'm gone. Just don't do anything dumb or dangerous, not while I'm responsible for you. What am I supposed to do while you're gone? It's a very demanding job I should be getting back to right now that doesn't include figuring out activities for you to occupy your time with, okay? I'm not your babysitter. Why don't you, I don't know, go walk around town or something until you get tired? There are historic buildings to look at. I'm sure you'll have a great time. I hate that. I hate that smile. I really do. I'm not gonna ask her to take me to town before she leaves. That's a bit much. I won't keep you, but we should hang out when you get back. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Your cousin leaves through the front door. And now it's just you and this sprawling, decrepit estate. Go straight to the forbidden wing of the estate. Oh, I really want to do that. You know what? A PB&J sounds great right now. Haven't had anything to eat all day. The only things louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans of this ancient place. A PB&J sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. What you need to take on the rest of the day. I can't fucking read today. You head to the kitchen. That cat is pissed. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task, given the state of the place. But the aggressive growls of your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, a plate, and a knife. Cat does not want anything to do with me, so I will not approach Frou-Frou. Jelly would be in the fridge, right? As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, "Janie, stay out," in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, "Okie dokie." You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Yeah, that fridge is kind of disgusting, I'm not gonna lie. Examine the old takeout. Oh, ice cream. So tempted. I'll take the jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. Oops. This was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. All you need now is a plate, a knife, bread, and some peanut butter. Better close this fridge and keep looking. I'm so tempted to just grab the ice cream. Search the pantry. Wow, that's a lot of mac and cheese. Holy fuck. Yeah, Tabitha sure loves her mac and cheese. Take a bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer to a satisfying snack. All you need now is a plate, a knife, and some peanut butter. Take the peanut butter. GIF. They couldn't use GIF. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Blech. The only thing you need now are a plate and a knife. Close the pantry door as best as you can. Turn back to the rest of the kitchen. Cabinets. There's a knife. There's a plate. Boom. Plate and butter knife. This is a shot glass. I'm in the shot glass. I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Pearl Ann, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you heard from your mom, Pearl Ann wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at her birthday parties. Examine the mug. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina, so your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the estate. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see the local sights before heading home. Grab a plate and butter knife. This is the last ingredient you need. Time to get to work. Check out the garden. Ooh. It's cool, but also kind of creepy. This garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. Might not be very safe, but who's to stop you from venturing deeper? I'll do that later. I am hungry. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations! You can feed yourself. A job well done. All of that hassle, and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Oh, I should have saved the garden for... Fuck. That's okay. Settle into your room. Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of the day. You stand at the entrance to your room. I don't like that painting. It's staring at me. Check the closet. Ugh, why is there a freaky fucking doll in my closet? Burn it. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up the doll. Of course, you'd be sharing a room with a creepy doll. Pick it up to examine it more closely. Its foot reads, Property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. Alexandra. I should remember that name. Examine the painting. This must be an older relative of yours, judging by the dates on the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you'd barely heard anything about your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you should ask Tabitha about this Mary Bell Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. Look out the window. That is creepy. I don't like that dark area. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape. You would go out and pull weeds, chop trees, carve topiaries, do whatever you needed to do to return it to its former glory. Once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have a little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the bird song. Yep, you definitely do that, just not right now. Put your spare clothes in the dresser. Oh my god! You drag your suitcase over to the dresser and open the bottom drawer. An opossum lurks within. It is quiet, but angry. Afraid! Let me see. What do I want to do here? I know hurt. Oh, he's so cute! Look at him! Afraid! What's your name, little guy? I'm Kyraby.
Dustin.
Dustin the opossum. Okay, I kind of love him. Can you move, please? I want to put my clothes in here.
No, this Dustin house.
I could fashion my clothes into a nest. That's cute. Can you tell me more about the human who lives here?
Which human?
There's only one. Pearl Ann died. Only one human lives here.
Dustin not good with names. 2 human live here.
I'm creeped out. Can you tell me about the humans who live here?
1 human sad, 1 human scary.
Ooh. The scary human. Can you tell me about the scary human?
Always watches, eyes hateful.
The sad human.
Cries, gives Dustin bad sleeps.
So it would have to be somebody in this room, right? Never mind. Thanks for the help, Dustin.
Okay.
He's so fucking cute. I love him. What are you doing in my drawers?
Warm, dark.
Try to shoo him out of the drawer.
Go on, get. I need this drawer.
Oh! You gently try to shoo the creature out of the drawer.
Afraid death comes for Dustin.
You give up and close the drawer. Dustin will not be moved. You open the top drawer next. It's empty. As good a place as you'll find to put your clothes. That works. Yeah, I was gonna say, just use another drawer. Let Dustin have that one. Based on the state of the house, you wonder if you'd have been better off keeping your clothes in your nice clean bag, but there's no going back now. Take a nap? You've earned it? Nah, I don't want to take a nap. I so want to investigate the Forbidden Wing. Yeah, fuck it. With Tabitha gone, there's no one stopping you from going into the Forbidden Wing of the estate. You immediately try the nearest door, only to be impeded by locks and chains. Might as well head to town. Well, with your cousin gone, there's nothing for you to really do here. You leave the estate and head out to explore the town. If you'd have known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. And again, maybe it's the perfect time. Continue down the path. Ooh. It's really pretty out here. Lots of boarded up windows. Finally, you made it back to town. The holler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. Still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. A chill breeze sweeps down the lane and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. It's a pug! Gretchen, come back! Quit bothering strangers! Oh! Why, I do declare, who is the stranger? And why does she smell of peanut butter? Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. It's nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Kyrippy. My oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Kyrippy. What a verbose dog. That's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. It's not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's a new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You aren't in town for the funeral, are you? The Scarlet funeral? Yep. Just got into town today. Wow, I didn't think there would be anyone else coming. Are you staying with Tabby? How's she holding up? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath. One of these days I'll get that Tabitha to pet me. I haven't seen her since Pearl Ann passed, or for a while before that, now that I think about it. Yeah, I'm sorry, did you say Tabby? I can't imagine Tabitha ever going by something so... cute? She did back when I knew her better. It's been a while. I hope she's okay. Ooh, I can be all mysterious and shit. I feel like whoever I met today isn't the real Tabitha, just a mask she wears. Is she always so, you know, rough around the edges? Yep, that's Tabby for you. I wouldn't take it too personally. I'm not sure what it says about her state of mind that she's still her same old grumpy self. It'll probably be good for her now that you're staying there, even though she'd probably never admit it. How long have you known her? Oh, quite a long time. Town's really small, so everybody's known everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in the school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that. I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, this dog. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying up in that spooky old mansion, you must have met the Frou-Frou. How does that monster fare? Ooh, I could continue talking to the dog, but that'll be very strange. That'll be very strange to Stella. Yeah, ignore Gretchen lest Stella discover your quirk. If you do see that devil of a cat, please send my regards, and do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but that I very much still plan to outlive her. Oh, if you just got to town, you must be starving. I was just on my way to the diner for a coffee, and they've got amazing biscuits. My treat. Wow, that last one is rude. Turn around and leave without saying another word? Who the fuck would do that? Sure, why not? Awesome, let's go. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Oh boy. Quietly slide into the nearest booth. I don't want to draw extra attention. You slide into the nearest booth pretending that you didn't notice everyone in the diner gawking at you like they'd just seen Bigfoot. No need to be so shy. They don't meet many strangers. It's kind of a big deal when someone new wanders into town. Especially since, well, they probably all know what you're here for, and by extension, who you're related to. Even if you don't know anybody, it's not easy keeping secrets in a town this size. Hey, Stella, I went ahead and fixed you up a coffee. They quietly place a cup of coffee in front of Stella. Here's some bacon for the little lady. For me! For me! Oh, the doggo gets bacon. Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Tip, you can hit the H button on your keyboard to hide the text box at any time. Oh, good to know. Look at her. Anything for you? The name's Avery. I'll be taking care of you today. Stella said she's buying one of everything, please and thank you. That's fucking crazy. I'll order a coffee. Just a coffee, thanks. No problem. Avery Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm, sorry for your loss. Before you have the chance to respond, they're gone. Should have gone for the biscuit, they're really good. But I guess you've got all week, maybe you'll get one tomorrow. Anyway, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? That gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. I'm trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. It's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyway. Oh, I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Is the potluck like a church thing? Would it be weird for me to come if I'm not a member? No. The Sunday thing is coincidental. It's actually hosted by the library. Not too many people go to church around here, if I'm being honest. Isn't this like the rural South? Hell yeah, religion sucks! You know what? I get that. I'm not of the church-going persuasion myself. Same for me. Whatever feeling some folks get in church, I think that must be the feeling I get when I look up at the sky on a night hike. That feeling of peace and wholeness. But that's not to say we're a town of heathens or anything like that. There are plenty of God-fearing folks around, they just aren't fans of the church. Well, the building's okay, but the pastor is another story. There's just something a little off about the guy. A little creepy. You'll get what I mean if you ever meet him. And unfortunately, you probably will. Can't wait. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? Alright, that first option is really rude. The what's it to you, we just met, I don't have to tell you all my plans. Honestly, no clue. Well, you're in luck, as I've happened to run into the person who knows all the best stuff to do around. As you've happened to run into the person who knows all the best stuff to do around here and has limitless time to show you around. My boss is pretty forgiving. Oh, wait, you probably wouldn't get that joke since we don't know each other that well. I'm self-employed, so I'm my own boss, so I'm forgiving of myself. Get it? Laugh uproariously. Nah. Yeah, I get it. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known that plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Oh, poor doggo. Hey, Winnie wanted to give you a biscuit. On the house. She sends her condolences. You didn't have to do that. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. It nearly crumbles at your touch. A warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good. Divinity given buttery form. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Oh, that sounds good. I love biscuits. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. I'm so glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, has Stella mentioned she's famous? Oh, Avery, I'm not famous. You're the only person I know who's been on the news. If that's not famous, then I don't know what is. Stella sighs. I'm a YouTuber. Oh, boy. Ugh, you and everyone else. What kind of videos do you do? She hunts cryptids. Oh, fuck yeah. You should really check out her channel, Kyrope. It's amazing. I think the best video to start with would be that river one. You know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, the Catawba River Runner. I didn't expect much out of the footage at the time, but it really wound up doing numbers. So the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting, 2 Boy Scouts. Hi Red Hoodie, how are ya? Not gonna believe how I found your channel and why I followed you. Okay, enlighten me. 2 Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird in the Catawba River, and that's all they had to go on. But then I wound up catching this on camera. Stella pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in the river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I've seen. I also had people saying it was a dog or even a capybara that must have escaped from a local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell it stink from miles away. You left a comment on a casual criminalist video. Was surprised to see a VTuber comment, so I followed you. Hell yeah, I love casual criminalist. Welcome in, man. I have to catch up. I have to catch up on his latest videos. I'm a little bit far behind. I'm still not sure what it was, and I'm the one who saw the thing with my own 2 eyes. Let me see. Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion. Yeah, she'd be like, how do you know what my dog thinks it was? It's a mountain lion. I think that's a mountain lion. You can kind of make out its little kitty cat ears. No, no way. It is absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. I did a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion myth and found jack squat. And there's no reason one would be swimming in the river like this. They're not fans of water. And it's too short to be a mountain lion. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. There's always people keeping those things as exotic pets. Can you blame them? Capybara are cute as fuck. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Yeah, exactly. Some exotic pen owner set it free, now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along. Oh, thank you so much! Purple's the best color. It's a pretty easy one this week. We wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm just gonna go after the... Wait, no spoilers. I should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends anyway. See you all around. Now that the coast is clear... What's your first fave color, Dan? I must know. I'm going after skunk ape. Oh god, the skunk ape! Blue is a good color too. That's at least in my top 3. I think for me it would be purple, then... What is my second favorite color? I've never actually thought about this. Actually, no, I think blue would probably be second. So, purple, blue, and then, like, sage green. I like that color. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? I mean, technically. Red isn't a bad color. Certain shades of red, though. Like, I like darker shades of red, like crimson. Brighter reds, like fire engine red, not a huge fan of. Ew, stinky. That's what they say. You should be able to smell it before you see it, according to some sources. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida, but while I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck, playing tug of war with her dog. As I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. So what do you say, want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against a darkening sky, that sort of thing. You're gonna be in Florida next week. I don't even think I've, yeah, I've never been to Florida. Never ever been. I'm from the Northeast, so I am quite far away. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever want to live in Florida. That shit's too humid all year round. I don't do humidity very well. Let me see. Are you actually asking me, a stranger, to follow a girl I just met into woods unknown at night to chase after dangerous beasts? I'm gonna have to decline. Oh man. You know what? Against my better judgment, yeah, I'll go. Against my better judgment, yes, I will follow a girl I just met into the woods at night to chase after dangerous beasts. Sounds fun. Well, when you put it that way, it sure does sound like this is a bad idea. But trust me, we'll have a great time. It's been a while since I've had anyone besides Gretchen out there with me. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine back in middle school, so it'll be like a blast from the past. I miss those two. Our videos were terrible. You know, that gets me thinking. I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us. Get the old gang back together. But I guess Kanika has to close out the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure she's a no-go. But Reese, I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his cave if he's up for it. Do you mind if I make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Do you want me to come by, or...? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh, I was just calling to ask if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. She's Tabitha's cousin. I know! Yeah, just here for the week. Anyway, we're going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang, man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have a more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring her. Talk to you soon. Bye, bud. Reese, there's always something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Gretchen. Always trust the dog. The dog is a great judge of character. Is there a Simon in this game? I'd also accept the Danny or Dave. I honestly don't know. I have played a little bit of this game previously, like months and months ago in a previous update. It's in early access right now. But I remember very little from the couple of hours that I played. And I remember, like, no names. So I don't think there's a Simon or a Danny or a Dave, but there might be. Looks like it's just you and me, pal. Honestly, I'd be kind of surprised if there wasn't a Dave, because that's a very common name. Have you checked the basement? You know, I haven't. Honestly, though, if that option comes up, I'm probably gonna check the basement. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on in the past, gosh, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. I can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Ah, he's a shut-in. Goody. Oh well, that's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited thinking about having him along again. He's hilarious. You'd love him. Do we free them, or do we want more casual criminals bids? We can free them in a while. In a while. A couple more vids. Just a couple more. We should swing by his place sometime this week. We'll see. I don't know how much I should commit to doing this week. That's fair. But if you find you have the time, he'd love to meet you. Oh, excuse me. And I think you'd get along. But we could talk about making friendship plans later. For now, we've got a skunk ape to hunt. So we should probably head out if we want to make it up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave a tip. You reach into your pockets, pull out a single crumpled dollar bill and a quarter. As long as you don't get sick of peanut butter and jelly, your meals will be free while you're here. Share the wealth while you've got it, you think to yourself. You leave the money on the table and follow Stella out of the diner. Ooh, that's a pretty picture. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the holler, and you see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and the people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel a sense of foreboding. You feel an overwhelming sense of foreboding, which seems only natural considering where you are. Your instinct screams at you to leave, but at the same time, you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. Oh, you got those? That's cool. No, I won't ask why you got to. I won't judge. It's basically me with Expedition 33 merch nowadays. You decide to go with the flow, to keep putting one foot in front of the other, and to not dwell too much on this strange feeling. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record. Since last year, at least. Why would one be taken away from you? You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. It's just nice to feel a chill in the air and see the leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Oh, look at a doggo. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. Let me see. Do you ever hunt things that aren't cryptids? You know, like ghosts, demons, werewolves, that sort of thing? Yeah, for sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. I never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old, abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house, getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When all's said and done, it's just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad, and I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned into animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. As for demons, I don't know. I honestly don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, but because even if they really are out there, a lot of folks are doomed to eternity of flames. Yeah, true. So let's hope all of that's just bunk, am I right? What about aliens? Don't even get me started. Did you see those UFO videos the government declassified? Aliens are definitely real, and they have absolutely visited Earth. Like, I believe in aliens way more than I believe in cryptids. I adore my darling Stella, but she gets the strangest ideas in her head these days. Ever since her parents went away, she's been more and more foolhardy with all this critter nonsense. Gretchen. You don't see me hunting aliens out here because we know they're real. We're not alone out here, but everything is cut from the same cloth. You've got to meet my friend Kanika's mom. You two would get along. Hey, Faustistic. Hydrate it is. I'm doing a lot of reading this playthrough, so that particular redeem is very important today. You've got to meet my friend Kanika's mom. You two would get along. I got them. Now you spent like €80 on a charity of Simon's. You immediately did that after seeing you get them. Just email after the first day. I accidentally got 2. Oh, I see. I see. I gotcha. You'd probably. I feel like you'd probably be fine though. Because if they changed the email after the first day but didn't immediately make that known, that's kind of their mistake, not yours. So I feel like they just probably let you have it. That's just my guess, though. What's the weirdest thing you've seen out here, other than cryptids? Oh gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. Oh god, what? That was pretty messed up. But I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. I didn't know deer did that. Do deer actually do that? That's fucked. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It's a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage with grass and trees growing on it, so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much it had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which is super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I keep on my dresser as a little souvenir. Has anything bad ever happened on these hikes? You know, just curious. Let me think. There was that time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine, and his leg only took a week or 2 to heal. All in all, not too bad. Though I guess there was also that time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but I wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out that the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. Oh boy. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not. I object to that accusation. I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind, that's what I did. And I kept Stella company, just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. You tell her, Gretchen. It took about an hour to get loose, which was pretty intense. But a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain, so it could have been a lot worse. Oh, and there was that time I accidentally stumbled onto Old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. Oh boy. But that happens to everybody sooner or later. I barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. I'm sorry, did you say you almost got shot? Are you sure it's safe here? When you put it like that, I can see how you might be a little concerned. I really wouldn't worry about Duke, though. He might be a little jumpy, but he means well. Duke is a sweetheart, Kyripe. You don't need to concern yourself about him. Whoops. If it makes you feel any better, I've been out on the trails with him before. The man sounds like a truck crashing through the woods when he walks. We'll hear him long before he sees us. And the wildlife isn't anything to be afraid of either. The worst I've seen up here is the occasional black bear, and even they scare easy. You only got shot once and it's safe, don't worry. You know what? I'll take your word for it. I never want it to happen. Because no fucking thank you. Sure, sometimes worrying can help you prepare for something, but we're as prepared as we can be. I even carry bear mace. And once you're as prepared as you can be, why give in to your anxiety when you can be having fun instead? Anyway, all this is to say we're good. Don't worry. Twig snapped. Did you hear that? Oh, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, Duke, you rascal. Up, speak of the devil. Phew. Sorry for getting spooked, Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now what the hell are you looking for way out here? Skunk ape? Sorry I asked. And who's this you've suckered into coming with you? Wait a tick, you weren't... Is that... Yep. I see. Welcome to the holler. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now, both of y'all head on back to town, you hear? It's best you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter and won't be too appreciative if a couple of fools with a camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay in your business, Stella Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Aw, come on, Duke. Maybe I could help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did, but I have yet to see a shred of proof that you listened to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chunkabunga, chunkabungas or what have you. Chunkabunga? What the fuck is that? Something's been getting at my chickens. I lost 3 this week and can't afford to lose many more than that. Huh. I wonder if Skunk Ape has a taste for chicken. Now see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. It ain't no Skunk Ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what this is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, Duke, you don't think it's... I do, actually. It's those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find anyone in one night of tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting at my chickens. It couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been an actual sighting since the 1990s, and even those were iffy. It's true, there are mountain lions out here, sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees. Thank you, Gretchen. I can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a couple school-age Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed, yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by some geezer like me. I'm honestly not sure what to think about cryptids. I think cryptids are more likely to be real than some things, like ghosts. I do believe in ghosts, by the way. I have quite a few members of my family who have had paranormal experiences. I'll get into that some other time. But I've never had an experience myself. But cryptids, some of the stuff is based on actual science, like Bigfoot. That could just be a giant ape of some kind that we just haven't found yet. That is very sneaky. So, you know, it could be. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments people were posting on your video. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words when I come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of those woods at dawn. And if you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. As Duke's words leave his mouth, an existential dread begins to pull at your chest. Something is waiting for you deeper in the woods. Whatever it is, the four of you are bound to meet it, and it will change you forever. Hate the sound of that. I don't live next to a forest, but I do live next to, like, woods, like a wooded area. It's only, like, maybe half a mile to a mile deep, though. So it's not super, super big. But I hear coyotes back there all the time, screaming and stuff. There's something waiting for us deeper in the woods. Yeah, no, I'm hunting it. What if it's not a mountain lion, though? What if it's... Oh, don't you get started again. If your daddy could hear you now going on about ghouls and goblins using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator. Do you want that to be his legacy, girl? And besides, you know my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. We'll be gone days, and the chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on it if I don't nip this in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. I couldn't take it if I lost one more of my poor little ladies. And you know I have to put out a video by tomorrow evening. Ooh, lynxes are pretty. I like lynx. As Stella and Duke both root themselves in their stubborn insistence, the feeling from before gains form and clarity. Something fated has been locked in stone. Somebody here is going to die tonight. Oh boy. If I miss an update, I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. We all need to get out of the woods right now. If we don't, somebody's going to die tonight. Why even try to warn them? Fate is fate. There is no resisting it. You know this. Now, what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to threaten me? I don't know. It's just a weird feeling I get sometimes. A weird, bad feeling. It's never wrong. Are you, trying to say you're psychic or something? Don't count on it. It's just a gut thing. I wouldn't call myself psychic. I wouldn't rule out the possibility if I were you. Ah, hush, both of you. You're just trying to unsettle me, so I let y'all go off in the woods to film your little video. Kyra B, I think you freaked Duke out enough for one evening. Maybe we should leave the poor man to his wild goose chase. I am not freaked out by your friend's theatrics, but if it gets you out of my hair, sure, I'm greatly disturbed. She's sponsored by Vessi. Yeah, you know, maybe. Maybe. Now run along home and stay out of trouble. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, the coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know a trail that'll let us get around him. No way. Not with Duke and his shotgun out here waiting to blow our heads off. I like my head intact, not blown to pieces, thank you. While I understand your fears, Kyra B, this is an opportunity for a once-in-a-lifetime adventure. Seize it while you can. Gretchen, whose side are you on? Aw, you don't have to worry about old Duke. He's never actually shot anyone. This isn't about Duke. Something bad is going to happen if we stay here. Wait, you don't want to dip out now. The sun is about to set. Things are just about to get good, I know it. She is starting to irritate me. Yeah, I'm starting to think that too, man. It's all good. I understood what you meant. Let me see. What do I want to do here? Sorry, I know I'm chickening out, but I don't want to accidentally get shot today. Duke can't aim to save his life. He'll only be in trouble if he isn't trying to shoot you. Which, I guess, would always be the case. But come on, I promise it'll be fun. At least hang out long enough to film me doing my intro. It's been forever since I had anybody around to help out. I can never get anybody else to say yes. God, I wonder why. Okay, fine. I'll help. But this had better not end up with either of us dead in the ditch. Great. I promise it'll be chill. If it makes you feel any better, not much usually happens on these hikes. We'll probably just head home pretty soon after it gets dark. Duke will never know we were up here. There's a great overlook just up the path. We can start there. I'm glad my Stella won't be alone out there tonight. The woods don't feel as safe as they used to. You say it, Gretchen. Trail's just up this way. Let's go. All right, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Kyripe, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right in this very county. Here's hoping we'll get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stellars. And keep digging, Gretchen. Keep digging, Gretches. I can take that camera off your hands now. We'll be able to start the tracking scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all of this gorgeous scenery. Duke may be gone, but that feeling in your gut still lingers. Something terrible awaits you, something unavoidable. Though what exactly is wrong in these woods still eludes you. It's hard to take all that in with all the danger. There's something wrong here. There's something wrong in the air. It feels oppressive, dark. You don't happen to mean stinky, do you? Do you think you're smelling the skunk? Shut the fuck up, Stella. No, something metaphorically oppressive and dark. Dang, I thought we might have stumbled across its trail. Oh well. I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. My gut usually warns me if I'm going to run into trouble, and I feel a-okay. Your gut is incorrect. You hear that? The creepy-ass hissing noise. Oh, okay. Sleep well, Hoodie. Thank you for dropping in. Your quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. Remain silent. Did you hear that? It sounds close. Let's check it out. Oh, fuck. I hate the framing of that. I hate the way that's framed. As you and Stella hear the footfalls of animals retreating into the woods, she reaches for her flashlight.
Can you hear the sweet whispers of new growth?
I hate that. Ugh! A single deer remains behind, staring down the beam of light while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness.
The acorn becomes the oak, becomes the rich rot that swaddles the acorn. The cycle that is stretched is not the cycle that is broken.
It's fucking talking. A deer. And there is something uncouthly fake and vile in its odors. Let me at him! How dare he infringe upon my dear Estella's personal space? Let me at him, you tell him, Gretchen.
Your souring husk will feed the coming world. This is good.
And then it's gone. Ugh, I hate that. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. Oh my, it seems I was consumed by a blinding rage. How very unladylike. What must you think of me? She cannot handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. You're too much of a potato, and they don't make harnesses to fit potatoes, do they? There was something wrong with that deer. Did you see its face? Yeah, it looked kind of messed up, didn't it? Why do you bring Gretchen with you? She doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. Excuse you? Though after that outburst came over me, well, I suppose I can see the merit of your concern. I actually find her to be quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her when I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty, even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around in the woods at 17! Damn, she's an old girl. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? Never too late to turn back. I don't actually think I'm really cut out for this sort of thing. Those deer genuinely spooked me. I don't know if you want me weighing you down. Don't be so hard on yourself. You just aren't accustomed to the sounds of the forest yet. When you go on your first few night hikes, everything sounds like some horrible monster that's just waiting for an opportunity to shred you to bits. But eventually you realize it's mostly deer and raccoons. Did you not see that fucked up looking deer we just saw? Which probably won't go after you. Yeah, unless the raccoon has rabies, then it'll absolutely go after you. Here, let's take a quick snack break before we get into the night's activities. Maybe some food will help settle your nerves. As you settle down to rest, Stella breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. Trail mix it is, because yes, M&Ms! Classic choice, it never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure it has the best stuff. Mostly M&Ms. And I left out the raisins. No one likes those anyway. Facts. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. There are eyes on the left. Do you see those? Do you see those eyes on the very left side of the text box there? That's kind of freaking me out. Gretchen gnaws a stick, distracted for the time being. So, tell me what it's like in Batville. I forgot I named the city I'm from Batville. You have a house, an apartment, you live with family, roommates, pets. Tell me what it's like to be Kyrippy. Okay, roleplay time. Let's see. Let me me see. I live in an apartment with a difficult roommate. I didn't find this guy. An old roommate of mine had him move in when they left. Then they left and just stuck me with him. He's not the worst roommate I've ever had, so I can't complain too much. The biggest issue is his complete lack of respect for my boundaries. He sleeps on the couch in the common area most nights, always unclothed. Ew. He steals bites of my food, which he thinks he's being really sneaky about, but there's nothing sneaky about taking a huge bite out of a freshly made sandwich when there are only 2 of us living there, even if I'm in the other room when it happens. And he infringes on my privacy all the time, too. If I close the door to my room, he'll just start screaming, and sometimes even attack the door until I open it, then just walk away. It's like he has a complex about closed doors. Which, of course, also means he doesn't close the door when he's doing his business, almost like he wants me to watch him. Ew. And at least once a week he somehow misses and leaves these big pee puddles, which I always wind up stepping in. It's gotten to the point that I think he's causing lasting damage to the house, and no matter what I say or do, it just doesn't get through to him. Anyway, sorry for the rant, but I could go on for hours about this guy. I mean, he's a cat, yeah, but he's a particularly horrible cat. It's not like I can just give him away or anything, that would be cruel. Wait, he's a cat? Like, the animal? Yeah, his name is Truck. I'm terrified I won't get my security deposit back because of what he's done to the place. So, what do you do for a living? Well, my actual job in real life isn't on here, so you know what? I'll say I'm a streamer. Even though I make no money for doing this. I'm actually a streamer. Oh, no way! A fellow content creator. I guess we've got a lot in common, Kyra B. What are the odds? What sort of streams do you do? Games! Mostly stream video games. That's cool. I'll have to check out your channel sometime this week. How do you like it? Wouldn't trade it for the world. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. It might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I'd give up what I do for anything. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? What's your story? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it, and I'm glad I could keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house, and he must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. You live alone? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore, and the Holler's a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's okay, you didn't know. I've done my mourning. You don't have to watch your tongue around me or anything. Life goes on. What were they like? Did you get along? They were amazing. 2 of the nicest people you'd ever meet. Interesting, too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend among hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail of something, and we certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself since his family didn't have much growing up. He always made sure I had food and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. I could make us a pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. My mom was the local vet, the lady all the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure she's most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. So yeah, those were my parents. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club. Yes, we are. How are you holding up? Terribly, to be honest. It wasn't a quick death. It took years, to the point that it was almost a relief when it finally happened. Then it sank in that she was really gone, that I was utterly alone. And then the hospital bills started to come in. So yeah, I'm not taking it well. I can't even imagine how bad that must be. It's just salt in the wound at that point. My stars, what was that? It's showtime! Whatever lurks behind the tree line is something best left unseen. But the events of this evening were already set in motion long before you stepped foot in Scarlet Hollow. There's no turning back now. That isn't Skunk Ape, Stella. Whatever it is, it's far worse. Whatever it is, it's close. Here, watch Gretchen for a moment while I check this out. Bitch, you gonna die. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. Do stay close, Kyrippy. I wouldn't want any harm to befall you. Thanks, Pupper. You know what? Save right here.
I see it. I see it. It's sweet and kind. A bed of flowers, a nice wind, a gentle gardener.
Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. Ooh! What the hell was that? Hold on, I gotta play that back. Holy shit. I'm guessing it must be maybe 2, 3 feet tall. Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out Skunk Ape. But whatever it is, it has one of Duke's chickens. Looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. Bitch, are you crazy? Why are we going after it? It could kill us. What have you gotten me into? Just the best part of cryptid hunting, but let's talk about it later. If we're catching this thing, we've got to go now. Stella sprints into the woods in pursuit, leaving you no choice but to run after her. Gretchen excitedly pulls you along by her leash. Oh boy. Stella! Stella! Ow! Oh god, the monster's got you. We're gonna die. She just fell. Oh good, the monsters will get you first is fucking crazy. You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. I just tripped on something weird. Just like my Stella to get overexcited and lose track of herself. Oh no, that poor thing. Must have been one of Duke's.
A new beginning. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going home.
Oh Jesus, it's still alive. I guess we have to roll the camera? It seems we found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be something else. Either way, I don't think there's much that can be done for her at this point. I hope I don't get demonetized for this one. Wait, do you hear that? I know that smell. That's old Duke. Stella, I swear to God, didn't I tell you to go on home? Birdie? Birdie? Oh no, what's happened to you, sweetheart? Duke, we just found her like this. I think there's something seriously wrong with her. She smells terrible. Nothing like an animal at all, just like that deer. I can barely even smell the woods anymore. It's all that uncanny plastic stench. Jesus H. Christ. I can go full crazy. Things all these animals have been saying tonight. It's like they're going through some kind of religious experience. Yeah, they'll look at me like I'm nuts. Duke, we saw the thing that got a hold of her. Got it on camera, too. I don't know what it is yet. A gnome or something? You know there ain't no such thing. Not of this world, that's for certain. What a disgusting thing it was. Unappetizing in every sense of the word. Something really wrong with all the animals we've seen tonight. What a horrid thing to witness. It's like they've all gone mad. If this happens to me, I wouldn't want to live like that. No goddamn shit. It's like some kind of plague. Better not be contagious. Examine the chicken. Ugh. You stoop down to look at the chicken. Let's get a good look at this fucking... Ugh. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Don't let Gretchen get too close. She'll try to take a bite if you don't stop her. I would never. Something about this bird doesn't smell right. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She squirms against her harness. Examine the head. Its poor little chicken eyes look up at you, glazed over, but still rolling around in their sockets with unfortunate life.
Can't hide from me. I can see you. I can smell you. Sick, sick creature.
Examine the wing. The wing is barely still attached, but that seems to be the least of this chicken's concerns.
The old becomes the new. I've never flown, but now I soar.
Whatever got a hold of her busted her wing up too, little bastard. Yeah, what a bastard. Examine the growth. Good God. At first you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. She could still get better. Maybe she just needs that thing to pop and she'll be right as rain in a couple days. Happened to me once. There's not so much as a scar these days. Duke, I don't need to know that. I don't know. It kind of looks like there's something in there. It smells like it should be buried somewhere deep. My senses scream out that this is an abomination. Oh, Stella, please don't get too close.
Can you hear the birth that dwells within me? Can you hear the way it roars and thunders?
Having investigated to your heart's content, you step back and give the bird space. That's such a fucking stupid one at the top there. Duke, I don't think it's a mountain lion that's getting at your chickens. Yeah, no shit. In all my years, I've never seen anything like this. As you, Duke, and Stella take stock of the situation, a sound begins to wrap around you. Gently at first, barely a whisper. I'm gonna turn it up. That's so fucking creepy, dude. But then a guttural moan, and then another and another, until suddenly you find yourself surrounded by a chorus of groaning misery. There's something out there, all around us. I can smell it. There are so many of them. Do you hear that? There's so many voices and all of them telling us to leave. Oh, yes, I hear that, but are they really saying something? I can't make anything out. Come on, Birdie, let's get you home. I hate that so much. As Duke scoops up the injured birdie, the voices in the trees intensify. It's like you're all suddenly surrounded. Strange sounds coming closer, growing bolder. Ugh! What in the hell is that? Yeah, that's pretty fucking freaky. What the I need a drink. I fucking hate that.
The gardeners come to mend and nurture. Let me blossom and sprout. Let me become.
You feel a tightening in the leash pulling at you from behind. Don't you step another foot closer or I'll shoot. Don't you think I won't? man hesitates and the thing steps forward, fixing what seems to be its eyes on Birdie, tucked under Duke's arm. It's so fucking freaky, man. Like, look at that shit. Stella! Stella, there's another one! The leash is drawn fully taut, and then there is a sudden looseness. No! You and Stella turn just in time to see another of the creatures slithering out from the bush. It's got Gretchen! Oh my god! What's going on over there? As Duke glances back, everything seems to happen at once. A patter of unnatural feet and then chaos. Oh fuck, I had to choose! Oh no, man. Duke grapples with the thing as it grabs at his shotgun, pushing the barrel out of the way as it grasps for Birdie with oddly jointed limbs. While Stella stares in shocked silence, as if paused, watching as the other creature attempts to wrestle Gretchen into the darkness. Her desperate cries going unheeded. I gotta save the dog, I'm sorry. I gotta do it. I gotta save Gretchen. Sorry, Duke. Shit. Shit! Get your grubby little hands off my bird. Get the thing away from Gretchen. This is gonna go badly. You dive for Gretchen, attempting to snatch her away from the thing's misshapen hands. That is such a fucking scary picture, dude. Kyra, be my hero. I hate it! You manage to grab her, but the creature isn't deterred. It rears back on its hind legs, its mouth opening, whispered tones sliding out alongside something sharp and unnatural. But then there's a deafening blast of Duke's shotgun, and suddenly it's gone. Duke? Blood. Blood. By heavens, I smell blood. Oh! Jesus! Oh my god, what do we do? Okay, first things first, I grab Gretchen. There, step one's done. Gretchen's safe. Great, okay. Step two. What's step two? That first one is exactly how I'd be reacting in this situation in real life, because what the fuck just happened? Okay, this one's stupid. We go after those things. It's what he would rent. Yeah, okay. Okay, that one's kind of mean. Why didn't you do something? You just stood there filming. What's wrong with you? That's kind of mean. She was probably just in shock. Oh, I really want to say that one though. I really want to say that one. I'll say the top one. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. What the fuck? Okay. Deep breaths. We have to do something. What if we chase after those things? You're a fucking idiot. Get as much footage as we can. It's the only way anyone will believe us about what happened. We owe it to Duke. Yeah, exactly. Stella, you froze. If you go after those things and you pull that again. Are you nuts? A man is dead, Stella. Yeah, you're right. Let's head back, call the police. My phone should get reception once we're back at the main road. Oh god, there's so many of them! As you and Stella quickly make your way back through the woods, the unearthly whispers of creatures unknown once again surround you. One of them just said, "This place is cursed." Yeah, I'm starting to see that. Thanks. You say nothing, continuing forward with grim determination. Yeah, they're fucking right there. We're almost there. You and Stella reach the main road, and the whispers fade back into the sounds of nature. Sounds like they've stopped following us. I certainly can't smell that stench anymore. I should get reception now that we're back on the main road. Let me find my phone so I can call the sheriff. Oh, fuck. 6 missed calls from Tabitha. Oh, she's gonna be pissed. And 13 text messages. I gotta call her. Try and call Tabitha back, go straight to voicemail. Text her that you're okay. Your message sits unread. I think I'm in trouble. That's a lot of texts and missed calls from you-know-who. Maybe Tabby's just worried about you. But, first things first, let's call the police. Hello, Earl? It's Stella Richmond. I'm up the mountain on the... Jean... Ass-gina? The Ass-gina trail. I'm sorry, I had to. Duke is dead, Earl. Shotgun. It happened right in front of us. There's something in the woods. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we're okay, but hurry. Jesus, Earl is going to tell Bo. I guess now we wait. What a friendly fella. It takes a little while, but eventually a patrol car arrives at the scene. Out of it walk 2 officers. Sheriff Hugby, a friendly older man, and Deputy Franklin, a serious man wearing sunglasses despite it being the middle of the night. I wear my sunglasses at night. See? Right there. A thing jumped out of the woods and the shotgun goes off. What in Sam Hill? What is that? Some kind of Pillsbury Doughboy? It did kind of look like that. Ah! Could have been a naked maniac. Yeah, it could have been. No, there was more than one. They chased us through the woods. Whatever they aren't human. And they killed Duke. Uh-huh. Now, we're gonna have to confiscate this camera, Miss Richmond, if you don't mind. This is evidence. But okay. Let me just turn it off to save the battery. Here you go, Deputy Franklin. We appreciate your compliance with the law. We'll get a team out in the morning to retrieve the body, but for now, Sheriff Hugby and I... Please call me Earl. Earl and I will escort you and... Who are you exactly? That's Kyrippy. She came into town today for the funeral. Kyrippy, as in... Tabitha's cousin, yeah. Damn, didn't think you'd actually show. We'll escort you both back to town. If there's a naked maniac on the loose, it's best you don't walk back on your own. It wasn't a... Never mind. Why aren't you going out there tonight? There's a dead body in the woods. Those things out there could attack someone else. Well, it ain't exactly like old Duke is going anywhere at this point. He'll still be out there in the morning. I mean, sure, but... Come on, man. We only have a skeleton crew at the moment. Monday nights are Deputy Derrickson's bowling nights. Well, tell him to fucking bowl tomorrow instead. Jesus. We'll be on alert for any more reports of naked maniacs, but retrieving Duke will just have to wait. Now, if you'll kindly step into the vehicle, we can return you safely to your home. Do we have to ride back with you? We can just walk. Those creatures left will be fine. Is she being for real right now? She still wants to walk home after all the shit we just went through. She's fucking stupid. I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist for your own safety. Oh, didn't want to do that. Why? There we go. For some reason, my FPS was showing up in the top left corner. Okay, thank you. can ride up front with me, little lady. That is, if your mama permits. But what about Stella? She hates being in those wheeled contraptions. Sure, Earl. You can hold Gretchen on the way back to town. Oh, the papa. The cop ushered you and Stella into the back of their squad car. You are just the cutest little thing, Miss Gretchen. Yes, you are. Sheriff Hugby pats Gretchen on the head affectionately, but she remains wholly focused on Stella, a worried look stretched across her little pug face as Hugby scratches behind her ears. Stella stares out the window, oddly quiet. Oh, my poor Stella. Neither one of us much likes these awful metal beasts. If only I was able to comfort her. Confound this old man who reeks of coffee for keeping us apart. Hey, Stella, you good? You reach out and rest your palm gently on her shoulder. She jumps slightly at your touch, but you can feel some of her tension ease, and hear her let out a self-soothing sigh. You sit quietly, watching the trees pass by in the light of the headlights. Every now and then, you think you see a pale, anguished face staring out at you before it slips back into the darkness. Soon, the rumble of gravel beneath the tires gives way to uneven pavement, and the car comes to a stop in front of a small cottage. You two stay out of trouble. We'll have this all sorted out in the morning. Just get a good night's sleep. And you, whatever your name was. The second one! You're in town for the funeral? Good. Don't you go leaving before then. I imagine we'll need to ask you a few questions about everything you've seen tonight. Stella, keep an eye on her for us. Make sure she doesn't get into any more trouble. Y'all have a good night now. Bye-bye, Gretchy. And y'all have a lovely, lovely evening. If any bugaboos give you trouble, you know how to get in touch. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Holy shit. Yeah, okay, Stella, why the hell would you ask if we could walk home? No, I'm not gonna be accusatory like that. I'll do the second one. I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you want to walk home? That's a fair question. I've just had some bad experiences with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. God, what a night. Keep an eye on me? Are they for real? I can't believe I'm a suspect after we showed them that footage. I can't believe it either. But it's okay. I'm not going to let anything bad happen to you. Nor will I, though I have little understanding of police work. I was there. I filmed the whole thing. At the very least, it'll never hold up in court. And it won't get to that point either, because we're going to do a little investigating of our own. We've got to find out more about those things. If we can get clearer footage, or better yet, trap one of them, there's no way they can blame you for what happened. Bitch, you can't be serious. The library doesn't open for a while, but I've read every book on cryptids they have and never came across anything like this. There is someone in town who might have some useful information. My friend's mom. Her place isn't far. We should head over now before it gets any later. I should check in on Tabitha. My friend's place is on the way back, and stopping by shouldn't take long. You sure you don't want to stop in first? I know I wouldn't want to head up that mountain road by myself after everything that's happened tonight. Well, when you put it like that, sure, let's do it. Awesome, let's go. How lovely that Stella will have continued accompaniment besides just an old dog like me. It's been so long since she had friends around. I hope she's still awake. There's something foul creeping up behind us. Gretchen, please.
Kyra B.
Jesus. You and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach.
Welcome home.
You're finally where you're meant to be. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. An older woman stands in the entryway. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. I'm sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. Brings you out here so late. And who's this? Hi, Miss Forsyth. This is Kyrie. Is it okay if we come in? You and Mrs. Forsyth briefly lock eyes. She's impenetrable, and you feel small and almost naked in her presence, and yet you feel no threat, no malice. And then the moment passes, and you see only the woman before you. Of course. You're in luck. I just put on water for hibiscus tea. And for goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Kyrie. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. And now poor Pearl Ann is gone as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. You knew my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. You should come by sometime. I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. How did you know that she died? Oh, Pearl Ann was a chatty woman. Not much went on that I wouldn't get an earful of, bless her heart. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. I never met Pearl Ann. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman. I mean, it's true. That's fair, child, but it seemed like the right thing to do. We need your help. Ah, yes, I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What's got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? Go on. Duke was killed tonight by something in the woods. Oh, my lord. Have you contacted the police? Yes, and they didn't take it very seriously. They're not even looking for the body until tomorrow. Those things out there, I don't even know how to describe them. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls a memory card out from her sleeve and pops it into her phone. She was supposed to give that to the police. When she turned the battery off on the camera, she must have... Oh my god. She's gonna get in so much fucking trouble, dude! I wasn't about to just let the police hold on to this. At least not before we had a chance to make a copy. The cops are gonna be mad when they find out you kept that. Only if they figure out I kept it on purpose. Don't worry, I can play dumb when I have to. As far as they'll know, it was an honest accident. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. Within the town limits? Yes. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder if you can? I'd need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. Kanika? Are we seeing Kanika? You'd better come with, Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika, come on out. We could use a little help. What, Mom? Oh, she's cute. Oh, hey, Stella. And Gretchen, who's a good potato? Kanika, is it me? Am I the good potato? I must certainly hope I am. I love Gretchen. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? Hi, I'm Kyrie. Tabitha's cousin. Oh, great. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. My room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. Dude got... Dude. Duke got killed out in the woods tonight. It's on the recording. Wait, are you serious? Duke's dead? Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella? What the hell is this? This is far beyond my ability to contribute. I'll leave the thinking to you humans. I'm sorry either of you had to see this, but Kyraby and I have no idea how to make heads or tails of it. Ah, she's wearing a Sailor Moon shirt! She's wearing a Sailor Moon shirt! I love her. Stella, are you okay? I'm fine. Really, I'm okay. Well, I'm not fine. Poor Duke. Poor Beau. Has anyone told him yet? We talked to the police. I hope they told Beau, but Earl and Deputy Franklin didn't seem to be much of a hurry to do anything. I'll call him later tonight. But for now, we have something far more serious to discuss. What happened in the woods? We weren't supposed to see any of that. You're not wrong. My grandmother used to talk about pale creatures called ditchlings. She always said they were a terrible omen, a sign of suffering to come. Mom, come on. Whatever's doing this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Kyraby with this taily bow crap. Kanika, sweetie, let your mother talk. She always said they never hurt people, despite that grisly scene in the woods. But Duke is dead! Then if these are ditchlings, his death was an accident, or my grandmother was wrong, and she was very rarely wrong. Just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. Jesus, Mom, haven't they already been through enough? Do we really need the spooky window dressing? What if it's important window dressing? Okay, I know when I'm outnumbered. Alright, I'm gonna save here. Let's see. Maybe the ditchlings were here for Duke. Like some sort of self-fulfilling prophecy? Unfortunately, no. Their presence forewarns of something far more sinister than one man's death. Can we please stop talking about these things like they're magic? I don't think that's a helpful way to look at things. They're obviously some type of unknown animal. Nah. All of the infected animals we met felt like they were going insane. Not gonna lie, if I had something like that growing in me, I'd probably lose it too. Maybe they're like big mosquitoes, and the growths you saw are a severe allergic reaction? Or maybe they're parasites using the local wildlife to incubate. I hate that thought. Honestly, that would be worse than them being supernatural. Oh dear, I'd forgotten entirely about the tea I'd put on. Let me fix you a couple of cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know. It's getting late and I should let Kyraby get some rest. I ran her ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. I can stay up. This is important. Okay. Maybe it's that I'm eager to get home and start doing some research. I'll ask around on my usual forums to see if anyone has information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. Go on home now and do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night on the online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. I don't like tea, but that sounds good actually. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see ya. Bye, Kyraby. I like Kanika. She seems cool. It's excellent iced or warm, though with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there, both of you. Sybil turns and closes the door behind her. What an unfortunately short visit. Alrighty, let's call it a night. Mind walking me home? Who's gonna walk me home? Well, this is me. Are you good finding your way back? Nervously look back at the dark road behind you. Sorry, Kyripe. I think I just need some time alone tonight. I'm sorry. We'll talk tomorrow, alright? I'll see you around? Yeah, we're in this together. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. Good luck, Kyripe. I would hate walking up this fucking path in the dark by myself after seeing all that shit. As far as you know, those creatures from the woods have infested these trails as well, but it's too late for you to turn around. You'll either make it back to the estate, or you won't. Almost home. Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to the door. Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to... I didn't mean to reread that twice. Try the door. Oh, thank God you're back. Where the hell have you been? You didn't even pick up when I called you back. I left my phone in the other room. I was sick of waiting to hear from you. Okay, then you couldn't have been that fucking worried. There was this miner outside the general store tonight who called me out by name and everything. Wayne. Scared the shit out of me. Do you know what's going on there? It's a mining town. Of course there are miners walking around at night. I'm torn between this one and I watched a man die tonight. I saw horrible things tonight. I went into the woods with this girl I met to find some cryptids, and a lot of really terrible things happened. Ah, so you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything, and she's gotten you all worked up. I'm going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. Can you tuck me in? Okay, good night. You're alone in the estate. The sound of the wind whistling through the house gives you an uneasy feeling in your gut. It's probably best to turn in and try to leave the night behind you. You thoughtlessly stumble into your room, and before you even fully realize you're there, you've already collapsed onto the mattress, exhausted. From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments for now. You're safe and warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters, and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Damn. Ugh, all the eyes. I love the music in this game, too. It's very nice. This is so cinematic. What the fuck? The devs did such a good job on this. Oh, is that Bo? Is that blood on the floor? Llamas. This is really cool. Ooh, that was freaky. There's so many locks on that door, holy fuck.
Whose room is that?
That was awesome. I'm guessing that was the end of chapter 1. Yeah. Okay. That is really, really good. I greatly enjoyed that. Um, so that was quite a bit longer than I thought it was gonna be. Um, I did play that part a while back. I did play chapter 1 a while back, but I did not remember it being that long. So I think the fact that I picked a different trait at the beginning added some extra stuff. Um, in which case that would be really fucking cool. But since that's the end of chapter 1, I think that's probably a good place to end it. Um, I can probably try to, depending on how long each chapter is, I could probably try to do 1 chapter per stream whenever I decide to stream this. Um, I actually have nothing going on tomorrow, so I might end up streaming tomorrow. We'll have to during the day, we'll have to see what happens. Something might come up and I won't end up streaming, but if I do, it'll probably be more of this because I am invested. This is a very creepy story already, and I really want to see where it goes. So, to anyone who joined me today, thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you next time. Have a great rest of your night. Bye!